District Export Council members, this is Jonathan Such, your Vice Chair, and this is our first ever vlog for January 2018. If all goes well, we're going to continue doing this and have other members do these periodic updates. So let's jump right in. We have some great and exciting news starting off 2018. We have a new addition to our USIAC office in Charlotte. Crystal Mills, who comes from our New Orleans USIAC office and transferred in on January 8th, is joining us to cover energy, environmental, and healthcare tech. Crystal has some roots here in North Carolina. She worked for USDA in Raleigh for over 10 years, so this is a homecoming for her. So please, all DEC members, make her feel at home. Let's jump right in and get into some other DEC news. February 22nd, we're having an Export 201. This is going to be at the Uptown UNC Charlotte campus. This is going to be on IPR and cybersecurity. So we're going to be looking at dark web and how to protect yourself. Juanita Hartoon has done a great job in putting this together, and if you need any more information, please contact her. You can also find more information about this event on our flyer that we post on our Twitter page. Please be looking at the Twitter page to find these periodic updates. Also on February 22nd, we're going to have new DEC member orientation. This is an exciting time. New DEC members, I want to see your smiling faces. We're going to be taking videos and pictures, and we're going to plaster you all over the web. It's going to be just a great and fun time. All DEC members are welcome to join. Please come on by for the new member orientation. Let's make these new members feel welcome and at home, and just let's go down the right path for 2018. North Carolina District Export Council members, let's talk about March. We have a couple of events happening in March. We have an Export 201 on website globalization that will be taking place in Greensboro. And Stephanie Bethel is heading up this, so if you need any more information, please reach out to her via email. Please also be looking at our Twitter and LinkedIn pages because we'll be posting more information about this as it becomes available. Also, same time in March 29th, we will be having our first plenary session meeting for the District Export Council. So please, everybody, put this on your calendar. Please be there. We're very excited about this. Talk about some new and upcoming things that we're working on in communications and events and everything else. So please be sure that you're there for that. I also want to go into a couple other things that we're working on in March, which we are a part of the FBLA. So we are actually going to have 4 judges from the DEC representing us over there at the FBLA, and I think this is a great thing for building trade DNA, and we need to keep this going. And if anybody else has any events, please be sure to send me any information. We'll get it out. Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, videos, anything. We love that kind of stuff, so please send it to me. I want to go on to the National DEC update. Got a lot of things to cover. I'm going to make this short and sweet. Working on a lot of fun and exciting things with National DEC to do with communications, events, and everything. So talking about events, we have our first spring meeting of 2018 for the National DEC, May 21st, 22nd. It's going to be up in Washington, D.C. We're going to have a half-day events with updates on NAFTA, XM, congressional update. We're going to have some speakers come in and talk about all these different things, different trade agreements. You know, what are we looking at with Chorus? What are we looking at with NAFTA? What are we looking with TPP? You know, TPP is still going even though the U.S. is not a part of it, and there's some exciting things where they're keeping a seat at the table for us when TPP gets to a certain point. These are all things that will be covered at the National DEC Spring Forum. The second day is all going to be about congressional outreach, and I highly suggest that if you want to do this, we need to start booking those congressional meetings because their schedules get very busy very fast. I also want to talk about some of the updates that you're going to be hearing about NAFTA, XM, and some other departments. So let's start with NAFTA. NAFTA is going through right now in the negotiations. They're having a couple hiccups right now. Seems to be the sunset provision and also rules of origin. These are the 2 big challenges that they're having right now. So we'll see where they go from there. With XM Bank, although we have 4 out of 5 people selected, we've still not made it through the approval process, so we still do not have a quorum. So we're looking for this approval process. We hope it happens soon so we can have a quorum and we know how important XM Bank is. Now let's talk about some congressional outreach. We always want to do this. This is something that the DEC should do, and we want to invite congressional members to our DEC meetings, their staff. We want to visit them in D.C. There's a lot of things that we want to do with congressional outreach, and these are things will all be covered at the National DEC meeting in D.C. DEC members, this has all been exciting news, and I hope you got a lot out of this vlog. I want to encourage everybody to join our social media, whether it's on LinkedIn, Twitter accounts, follow the website, please be retweeting some stuff. If you have any questions or anything, please reach out to me. And I want to leave you with a quote from our Secretary Wilbur Ross, so please excuse me because I actually have to read this. This is quite long. Secretary Wilbur Ross actually said, everybody talks about tariffs as the first thing. Tariffs are the last thing. Tariffs are a part of the negotiation, and the real trick is going to be how to increase American exports. Get rid of some of the tariff and non-tariff barriers to American exports. And I say to you, North Carolina District Export Council members, there's nobody better to help the administration and our stakeholders remove these barriers for American exports. And I encourage you to be out there and talk to these stakeholders, and we need to come together and do everything we can to remove these barriers. I want to thank you for your time. I wish you all a wonderful and prosperous 2018, and I hope to see you all on February 22nd. Thank you.